This is the home of the book. All scripts and broadcast instructions are placed in the book daily. Every word that goes out over the air is checked here first, and a complete file is kept for 2 years. Continuity does all the radio editing and much of the writing with the exception of newscasts. The newsroom is equipped with a microphone and special control panel so that important bulletins may be placed on the air without loss of time. Current affairs in the modern world place upon radio a public trust to keep its listeners informed of all newsworthy topics. To this end, WHK and WCLE subscribe to the greatest news wire service available, the Associated Press, consisting of a national wire, so called because it offers complete coverage of the nation as well as the world, and the state wire, devoted exclusively to gathering news of local interest. The 3 teletype machines upon which the news of the world is gathered are capable of printing 60 words a minute, a remarkably fast rate of speed. 24-hour service ensures immediate attention to any important break in the news and provides the United Broadcasting Company's 4 news editors adequate material with which to prepare 12 newscasts daily, each one carefully written into an account suitable for the air, based on news originally intended to be read. Radio is fast. No time can be lost in hesitation over doubtful pronunciation. Therefore, our radio editors use words that generally have only one pronunciation. In the network's communications office, daily messages are received and sent regulating the chain programs you hear. These broadcasts, heard by millions, are assigned a place on the master charts in the traffic department. Here on these master charts, plotted far in advance, network programs and programs of local origin are coordinated. Actually, the charts are a timetable of each day's radio activities. All visitors know that radio artists are paid by someone, but few know by whom and how that payment is made. The sales department was systematically organized to bring together 3 factions that needed and wanted each other: the sponsors, the artists, and the public. The sales manager makes much of your entertainment possible. The audition room was created as a place where sponsors could listen to trial programs. The privacy of this room gives the same effect as hearing the program at home. WHK, the pioneer station, has its own sales force which operates from its own office. The sales department makes the initial sale to a sponsor. The WCLE salesmen occupy the next office. The first thing a sponsor wants to know is how many people, prospective customers, his program is going to reach. The sponsor can get complete United Broadcasting Company coverage by remembering a 3rd grade Ohio station, WHKC Columbus. There you find the same friendly UBC greeting. The organization and operation of WHKC is almost identical with that of sister stations WHK and WCLE. A staff of announcers, writers, and artists is directed by a general manager, sales director, and program head. Physically, the station is well appointed with an eye to the comfort and convenience of visitors and workers. In the control room, efficiency is the keynote. WHKC serves Columbus listeners and feeds programs to a network serving the entire Ohio area. Figures just released from the Office of Production Management rate this area, blanketed by certified primary United Broadcasting Company coverage, as a key defense market in which nearly 1 million contract awards have been released. Certified primary coverage means that United Broadcasting Company programs are plainly and distinctly dialed and heard in 45 counties, having a population of 4,100,000, with 943,000 radio families and a total of 54,000 stores, whose gross sales reach the enormous figure of $1,500,000,000 annually. To make this market accessible to sponsors, the merchandising department was organized to give accurate reports on sales progress, suggest corrections in sales setups, and offer many additional courtesies and sales helps, such as conducting sales meetings to teach salesmen the value of the selling power of WHK, WCLE, and WHKC, informing retailers of manufacturers' efforts to move merchandise, arranging for window displays tying in with sponsors' programs, and planning direct mail campaigns to make programs effective in sales as well as to listeners. The publicity director is liaison officer between the station and the public, working mainly through the radio editors of the newspapers. Here's a conference held by the UBC publicity director with radio editors Elmore Bacon of the Cleveland News and Bob Stephen of the Plain Dealer. The publicity department not only keeps the public informed about program changes, but maintains a photographic staff to cover newsworthy events pictorially. It's nice to get fan mail, but imagine answering it by the sack. Yet every letter is answered, and they cover a myriad of requests. The amount of outgoing mail reaches such a total that it is handled by the accounting department. Here, a special mailing machine seals and stamps the envelopes in one operation. The accounting department is a place the staff likes to visit on the 15th and last day of the month. It looks easy, and it isn't too difficult to keep track of the regular salaries, but artists and musicians are sometimes paid in fractional amounts. Sponsors' accounts may involve anything from several minutes to several hours of radio time. Accurate records must be kept of commercial and sustaining time consumed on the air. We've seen the paperwork. Now let's see the technical side of broadcasting, the engineering department. Through the master control console, the programs of two national networks and WHK and WCLE flow simultaneously. With a mere twist of the wrist, the engineer may select a network program, a local studio program, or a remote control broadcast. The master control operator gives the starting signal for these remote broadcasts. By direct telephone communication, he is able to give the correct time and other program details to the remote control engineer. The remote control engineer and announcer form a team used in picking up special broadcasts, such as music by famous name bands from the Bronze Room of Hotel Cleveland. Back in the master control room again, specially built meters and amplifiers keep a careful watch over all the programs passing through the master control panel with its maze of switches and levers and dials. Everything has been modernized and the latest type of Western Electric equipment installed. 24 engineers are at work to correlate all these activities. Here, the engineer enters on the official log the timing of each program to the nearest even second, as required by the Federal Communications Commission. Much of the WHK, WCLE equipment has been designed and built by the engineering staff. Here, for example, is a UBC-built antenna calculator. The graphs charted by this ingenious machine show the direction and distance the radio waves will go after leaving the transmitter towers. This device, the only one of its kind in the world, illustrates the technical skill and pioneering spirit of UBC engineers.